Okay folks, continuing on. Now we're going to take a look at our number one strategy here. That's going to be defanging the snake, okay? Defanging the snake, what you want to think of it this way is the following. Anything that's coming at you that's being swung, I'm not looking at the weapon, I'm looking at the hand. I'm targeting the hand. Oftentimes what ends up happening is that when we get into an altercation, we swing for the head or we swing for the body. But when we swing for the head and swing for the body, you get into a much closer range. And when you get into that closer range, you can start to trade blows. So we don't want to be in a range in which we're trading blows or trying to block shots. Let me tell you what that looks like. Ryan, come on in. Okay, so we'll have you on this side, please, sir. All right, so what I mean by that is if we're this close to each other and he swings at me and I swing at him, look, we can both hit each other and that's not going to be good for us, all right? So he swings and I'm swinging. We're in this kind of range and moving like that. We can both hit each other so we don't have a tactical advantage. The second thing is that if we look to try to block, so he goes and I try to block over here, you're going to shoot that other hand, boom, right away. Okay, that's going to be also difficult. So we don't want to try to block it. Okay, he gives that and I try to block. I don't want to block, that's in a bad range. So I don't want to try to block and I don't want to try to trade. So if he's trying to swing at my head over here and he's bringing that swing over here and I try to swing at his head at the same time, this is the tactical disadvantage that occurs. But with defanging the snake, what I look to do is when he goes there, I zone out of the way and I hit the hand. So I'm completely out of the way of the blow and I'm targeting his hand. That's what I'm looking to do. Now, he's got gloves on, but if he doesn't have gloves on, when I hit that hand over here, how many of you have ever been hit on this part of your hand? That hurts. You're going to let go of the weapon, especially when that's smashed. And especially if I'm holding something other than a training stick, like a tire iron, like an ironwood stick maybe. Maybe a baseball bat, maybe a knife, whatever I have in my hand. Remember, of the 7 configurations, we're going to use this methodology across the board. So our number one goal with weapons and our tactic and strategy is always to defang the snake. So if he swings at me, I just get out of the way and I defang the snake. He comes to the other side. If you notice, I'm just zoning away and I hit his head. It makes it really easy to do. And I just sit and I wait till he swings and I defang the snake. Okay, so he's gonna, throw a few angles at me just so you can see at random, and I'm just gonna hit the hand, and we'll see what it looks like. Okay, ready? Go ahead. Yeah. Okay, so now you can pick the blade up. Now he could have a single stick, or he could have in his hand a knife. Remember the Spidey Dagger combination. So now he's just going to move around and throw some angles at me. Go ahead. And you can see, I just move out of the way and I hit the hand. I'm bouncing on my feet like a boxer and I hit the hand. It's a very simple strategy to do. I don't want you to start thinking too many things like he comes with this hand and you're going to go over here, and then he comes with that hand and you're going to go over here, and this kind of stuff. It's good for training, it's good for advanced things, but really in the fight, I need to move and smash the hand. Now let's take a look at the reality of what would happen when I would hit his hand. So Brian's going to give me the reaction of what it would really feel like if he didn't have any padding. Okay, go ahead. Right, and then now I can come and finish. Right, that's when the follow-ups happen. That's the idea. So at the end of the day, what are we looking to do? We want to defang the snake. When we defang the snake, there's no longer the fang, so it can't hurt you anymore. Now it's your option, depending on the situation you're in, to dial down the escalation of violence and let the snake go. Or if there's other snakes coming, you better kill that so you're ready to fight. Okay? Let's take a look at what this looks like with another weapons configuration that might come. Officer Burton. Okay, now he's got 2 sticks, all right? So he's got 2 sticks, I've got 1, all right? So he swings, bam, same thing. He might swing the other one, he just go ahead and random, and then he feeds. Bam, bam, bam. Thank you, sir. And you get the idea. But you see my movement is the key thing. I'm constantly moving around him. I'm not static at all. I'm not standing there and doing a move. I'm moving, I'm hitting the hand, it makes it alive. And we're going to teach you how to train this safely in our next segments. Beverly, come on out. Maybe dos manos. I'm going against somebody that's got a baseball bat. So the baseball bat means that she's got two hands on the bat, right? So she goes for the swing, boom! That's what you're going to see with the swing. Take a look at the swing. You got to know the mechanics that are going to come. That's going to be very different than the double stick, than the single stick, and the stick and the dagger, than a single knife. All of these things are going to be highly different. So each one of these things is going to bring a different movement. But when she starts to swing with this, I'm going to stay and hit the hand. She goes, I hit the hand. I get out of the way. I hit the hand. I hit the hand. I hit the hand. That's the idea. Look to hit the hand. Thank you. That's what we're looking to do. Okay? So maybe next I had a guy that came up with me with two daggers. Come on out, play Parka. He got two daggers. Now watch his movement with two daggers is going to be totally different. He's going to be way more alive and moving around than swinging the bat like Beverly was. Let's see him move around a little bit. Go ahead. See, he's going to move around laterally. He's going to move around laterally. He's going to fake. He's going to feint. And his goal, remember, because he has a shorter weapon, is to do what? It's going to be to come in and close the gap. Let's move around slow, medium, and fast and see what that looks like. So if you notice, I'm keeping him at that range. I'm not letting him come in close to me. Maybe he loses one of the daggers. Now, he's not going to be lateral, he's going to be more bladed in this stance. He'll have more forward and back. Move around a little bit. Okay, much more like a boxer. Okay, now his footwork's going to change with this combination. Remember, what's his goal? He's got the shorter weapon. I've got the longer weapon. So I've got to keep him at distance while he's going to try to bridge the gap. So you see, I create this fan around me that he can't come through because I know I need to manage that distance. If I just kind of stand here like this, he just lunges. Look at that, he comes in. Remember something with the blade. If I have a stick and he's got a blade, he can sacrifice one arm and thrust and kill me with the other. Take a look at the other side. He can sacrifice one and come and finish with the other. That's really important to understand. The blade is the king, especially against the stick. But I need to be able to keep the distance. So if you see, he's coming, he can't come in because I'm maintaining this distance or the fighting measure. But always, what am I looking to do? The angle, defang. Okay? Angle 1, defang. Angle 2, defang. Angle 3, defang. Angle 4, defang. Angle 5, defang. Okay? That's what I'm always looking to do. Now, the exact opposite of the knife is the staff. So you can see I'm giving you a look at all the 7 configurations against the stick and how the movement's going to change. Now, the opposite, because she is the extreme opposite of the knife. Because she's got the staff, that's right, I'm the one that has to come in. If I stay out here with her, she's got the advantage. Okay? So I am going to have to bridge that gap and come in. Okay, ready? I'm going to have to crash her as fast as possible. If I try to stay out here and dance around, she's going to tear me down. So it's something that you got to understand. You see, there's the opponent, and as soon as we go there, in I come. I don't even wait for her to move. That's the idea behind it. Thank you very much. Okay? So folks, that's a simple demonstration of defanging the snake against all the 7 different weapons configurations. Each one of them had a different movement, okay? Going up against a single knife, a double knife. Somebody with a stick and a knife. Somebody with a single stick. Somebody with double sticks. Somebody with a baseball bat. And somebody with a staff. Now, obviously if I stayed here and did knife versus all 7, and stick versus all 7, and baseball bat versus all 7, it would take up forever. But I've given you the idea. It's up to you now to understand this strategy. But at home, you can see how you could play with this endlessly with endless combinations. And in these endless combinations, you're going to build your form, which is your tactics and strategy of hitting the hand using the principle of defanging the snake, but it's going to be done in a formless manner when somebody's attacking you with different levels of weapons, covering the 3 ranges of combat, and that's what we're really looking to do. So from a high-level perspective, what you've seen so far are the 7 configurations of weapons, the 3 ranges of combat, and also you've seen now our major principle of combat strategy of defanging the snake. Stick with us. Now when you come back, we're going to start showing you how to use the angles of attack, develop the angles of attack, the footwork involved in that, and our 3 major drills of numerata, one-side feeds, sombrata, counter for counter, and sparring, and then how we mix all 3 to mix the ebb and flow to develop a complete fighter. And don't forget, you'll have a lot of fun doing it too.